In the name of the God whose mercy is profound, whose kindness is everlasting, what is faith? Faith is the approval and acknowledgement of the realities which we cannot see. We are living in a world wherein there are a number of things we can see, we can touch, we can hear, we can taste, and therefore we know them. However, the world that we are living in also has a number of realities important in the functioning of its affairs which we cannot see. Faith primarily has to do with understanding and acknowledging those realities. The question of faith has always been there in the mind of humans. Humans have always been thinking about the question as to who created us. We know that we cannot see the one who created us, but the question is still there as to who he is. What are his attributes? Why did he create us? How is he running the affairs of this world? What is going to happen to us after we leave this world? What does he expect from us? Is it true that there have been men who were chosen by God to deliver his message to the humankind? These and many other questions have to do with a world which we cannot see, and yet we have to form opinions about these important realities. That is what faith is all about. Whether we believe in them, we accept them or not. Those people who believe that there is one God have a faith. Those people who believe that there are several gods also have a faith. People who believe that apart from God, there are many other smaller gods, angels, saints, and others who also have a say and contribution in running the affairs of this world. They also have a faith. Indeed, those people who say that there is no God and this world is running on its own also have a faith, because of course they can't see whether there is a God who is running the affairs of this world or whether this world is being run on its own. In other words, all human beings who are living in this world have to have a faith. Of course, there are various different kinds of faiths, various different details which people acknowledge and submit to, but we cannot escape the reality that faith has to be accepted and followed. When we have a faith, it does affect our life. You see, if somebody believes that there is a God, it of course is going to affect the way he is going to perform and behave in this world. If there is somebody who believes that there is a life after death, that person will most certainly have a different approach towards life. If there is somebody who believes that there is no life after death, his approach towards life is going to be different. If there is somebody who believes that nobody is watching him when he is performing his deeds, of course, it's a faith which is going to cause him to perform and behave differently. So, faith is important because it influences our behavior, our performance in this world. Faith is important because we are talking about something that has to do with reality. We have to be fair and objective in forming our opinions about faith. Faith is important because there are many people who present the details of faith with a claim that these details have actually come from God, our Creator. Now, those details have either got to be accepted or they have got to be rejected. So, we are living in a material world wherein we are conducting our life in a way that in many cases we are influenced by the material world. However, we also know that this material world has another element attached to it, the non-material world, the world that we cannot see, the world that we cannot perceive through our five senses. We have to form an opinion about that world, forming that opinion, acknowledging it, and then adhering to it all throughout our life is what faith is all about. No human can escape the reality that he or she has to have an opinion about faith, whether faith in one form or another. May the Almighty enable us to know what the truth is, and may He enable us to follow it properly.